Well, good morning. We reached the end of the work week. It's also not just the end of June, it's the beginning of July, a whole new month. And we're in Genesis chapter 3 for our morning check-ins, and we're looking at some facts about temptation. We've already seen number one, temptation usually comes in disguise. We saw yesterday that temptation becomes more powerful when we do not know well the commands of God. Now here's the third one. Ready? Temptation is always rooted in a lie. In Genesis 3:4, the serpent, and we know that's Satan, said to the woman, "You surely will not die." Remember, the woman said, God said, if we eat of it, we will die. Satan says, "You surely will not die." God said, "You will die." Satan says, "You won't die." You see, Satan's big lie hasn't changed. Here's what he was saying to Eve. Eve, you can sin and get away with it. You won't die. You can sin and get away with it. And that's still the lie Satan's telling us today. You can sin and you can get away with it. Please remember, Satan is the father of lies. Listen to John 8:44. You are of your father the devil, and you want to do the desires of your father. He was a murderer from the beginning, and he does not stand in the truth because there is no truth in him. Whenever he, Satan, speaks a lie, he speaks from his own nature, for he is a liar and the father of lies. I can guarantee you this. If Satan gives you the information, it is a lie. Temptation is always rooted in a lie. Let me give you another fact. Here's fact number 4. Temptation will cast doubt over God's character. Genesis 3:5, here's what Satan says. You won't die, for God knows in the day you eat of this fruit, your eyes will be open, you'll become like God. The suggestion by Satan was that God was holding back from Adam and Eve. He was holding back from them really experiencing everything they could. Satan's still doing the same thing today. He wants to tell you that if you obey God, you won't get all the enjoyment you can out of life. Folks, that is a lie. Temptation is always rooted in a lie, and it will always cast doubt over the character of God. Now, let me remind you, this Sunday, July 3rd, we will be having a special patriotic celebration here at E-Free Church, but it won't be at the church. It'll be at the Gaylord High School football field. So if you live within a couple hours of Gaylord, why don't you make a road trip this Sunday morning? Be there at 9 o'clock for our 9 to 10 o'clock Patriotic Celebration. There'll be a combination of patriotic music, worship music, a message from the Word of God, and there'll also be a time for us to remember the lives lost in the recent tornado and to pray for those who are still affected by that tornado. All of that will happen Sunday morning, July 3rd, 9 to 10 o'clock, at the Gaylord High School football field. There'll be no services at all at E-Free Church in Gaylord this Sunday. And however, the Patriotic Celebration will be able to be viewed online, so you can make sure that you're part of that as well. Now, if it rains that morning, we'll have the Patriotic Celebration in our main auditorium, again, 9 to 10 o'clock. We'd love to have you be part. Come join us Sunday morning, 9 o'clock, Gaylord High School football field. It's going to be a great morning. Well, I hope you have a wonderful weekend upcoming. I hope you'll be able to be part of our Patriotic Celebration. And I hope you'll join us again Monday morning as we continue looking at facts about temptation from Genesis chapter 3. Have a great weekend, everybody.